Turn this fan off real quick. Fan feel good though. I don't want to turn the fan off. Fan feel too good to cut off. Emmy was good. How you feeling today? Shout out to Emmy in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Emmy in the chat. Know what I'm saying? And shit like that. Yeah. It's gonna be a good video right here. Because what's good, Kondo? Where you from, Kondo? I don't be on YouTube no more. Why not? You do be MIA. The title of this video is Stop Imagining Women into Being Your Perfect Girl. This shit right here is one for the books. This shit right here is one for the books. I'm a scammer. Look at this guy coming back in trolling again. Stop imagining, yo, Braden, whatever your name is. I challenge any of you trolls to answer this question. Do y'all be like, when's the last time y'all even approached a woman? When is the last time y'all even approached a woman, text a woman, just anything with a woman at all? Should have been game like Mike. Bro trying to ask us if we have game. Benjamin, just answer the question, weenie. I'm married, bro. Okay, see he married. See, what's so tough about answering the question? If you Rolling Stoner, I fuck with you. That's real. You married. That's something that she kills me sometimes. Facts. That's just women though, but facts. You but 2 kids later, bro. What you mean 2 kids later? Hold on, let me go back. I missed a couple comments. We all got game. You know what Public Enemy said? What'd he say? I'm looking handsome. Appreciate that. He got game. Game or no game, Mike Will made it. So stop imagining women into being the perfect girl. That's the name of this title. Cause even I struggled with that shit, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, Rolling Stone, how many times before you met her did you meet a chick? I don't know how old you are. What's good, P? Yo, Rolling Stone, how many times did you meet a chick before you met your woman and you met her, a chick, and you was like, damn, this chick right here seemed perfect, dog. Like, this shit right here going so smooth, bro. Like, everything lining up, everything perfect. Everything seemed like, I like her voice, I like her hair, I like her eyes, something. And I'm out to. Come on, man. Let's stay on this topic though. But let's delve into this topic because this ain't no topic we could just roll over. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 girls Snapchats yesterday. That's fire. What you doing with them though? Are you talking to them women? My boy Rolling Stone said, Wait, hold on. Prince said, I would say I have a certain amount of game. Well, please tell us, Prince, why you think that and how. I'm not gonna belittle you in this video at all. We all have our own amount of what we call game, like you said. So let us know. I knew her since I was 16. I'm 40 now. Okay, so I can't really even. I guess this is an exception to the rule then. I'll just ask Prince or somebody else then, Stone, because you got a fucking perfect life. If you got a girlfriend that you met at 14, like I don't had a girlfriend around 14 years old and at that age when I was that age, but for you to stick with her till 40 years old, that's like we don't see that too often no more, you feel me? But that go with my point of this video. See, Rolling Stone, you can't even, yo, just make sure you subscribe, bro. Rolling Stone, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, because you just bypassed this whole video and you new to the channel. So I'm like trying to call on you to help me get this off, and it's like you not even. I honestly think, bro, now we have 2 kids. What's good, Dominic? Lifestyle and dating coach for y'all who don't know. So if y'all not into talking to women, trying to get to know them and shit like that, shout out to Rolling Stone with the sub. Make sure y'all pump hearts in the chat, hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? And let's get it, man. Rolling Stone is actually, I'm gonna make you actually a moderator because you're one of the cool people in here, actually. Even though you just got in here, but you married, we could use you, Rolling. I ain't gonna lie. We got Prince in the chat. We had Emmy in the chat. You know what I'm saying? And I'm never afraid to make moderators. Nobody has time to approach 15 women a day. What am I doing right now? I mean, I'm fucking with y'all, but I'm saying before this camera came on, I was chilling. What you mean I don't got time to approach women? All you gotta do is go grab a coffee and talk. What you talking about? Game Time said, want to hear a pickup line. That's not what this video is about. Thank you, bro, but it doesn't have to if you don't want to. What you mean? What doesn't have to? Oh shit, son, we both black and on TV, word up. Let me see what Prince said, because I was trying to see what he said real quick. My bad, y'all. Now I'm doing it for me. See, when I see value, it's value, gang. Cause you got a wife. You say you got a wife. So if it's something in the chat you seen, you like, oh, first of all, moderators got power because they could kick out trolls. You know what I'm saying? They could kick out trolls. And then when I pop up and I got a title, you could tell us from a married man perspective what you think. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in America can't say they married. You feel what I'm saying? So that's a level of insight that we can't say we have. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what Prince said though. Like I ask good questions and I'm able to share funny stories about myself. Okay. And about to grab their attention, like on the video chat site. And when I go back to school, I'm gonna start approaching more. So that's your level of game right there. I don't want to move the goalposts on you, P. No, that's cool. I'll say that's like if we had to put it on a scale, like game was 100%. I'll say that's like 15%. Cause you can't say you can't really say you got game if you ain't never had sex. But I mean, there's probably a level of like social skill, but you can't say you got game if you gotta have some what they call it. I forgot what they call that shit. Some weight in the game. I forgot what they call it. But you gotta at least bend on, grab the ass cheek or something, or a kiss on the cheek, a motherfucking finger pop the bitch, or uh going on a date or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real, P. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to give you some real, cause people, even me, anyone could say I got game, and then that makes them be worse at game because as soon as you say you got something you don't got, then it's like you kind of like traveling. It's like playing basketball and just traveling. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just keeping it a buck, but because dating coaches, a lot of people, some people probably think dating coaches frauds or whatever. But our goal is not to be perfect. Our goal is to push the people who come around us further, the people who see us that way, push them further because nobody's better than nobody. You know what I'm saying? But it's just pushing one person. Like people could ridicule me. You know what I'm saying? And most people who ridicule me, they don't be saying shit though because a lot of people say bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody's standard in this world is like, oh, at least have a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, do you know how many chicks I can make my girlfriend? Like that's not a real standard for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't even. That's not my criteria to be a dating coach is to have a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got a different perspective. Like when I first became a dating coach, that was one of the first things somebody asked me. Like, oh, you got a girlfriend? Like, I'm like, and it was some nerdy looking nigga too. Like nigga, what? You know how many chicks I don't smashed and how many chicks I don't rejected and just. But I even tell myself like, nigga, you could work on your game. You know what I'm saying? So just keeping it a buck. Um, I have some what? Invest in shadow work. This guy is saying this shit every day. Nobody needs that. Now's your chance to be a big shot. Jesus can't fully. A lot of stuff takes time, I guess. I appreciate the gift, White. So we got some talking points in here, though. We're gonna get to the first one. We're gonna set the tone right quick. So the first talking point is dating apps can create imaginary relationships. And I'm talking any app on your phone that you got, fellas. So Prince, this is why I'm not trying to say like, yo, what you doing don't matter and all that stuff. But I'm just keeping it a bug. This is pre before I even started this live. These was the notes that I was finna rift off of. So number one was dating apps can create imaginary relationships, and this is really all apps. Like even me, like I got a couple chicks I met on Facebook this week. I got a couple chicks I meet on Facebook. I meet on anywhere. But what you want to do is get these women to your real text area of your phone, not staying on Facebook, not staying on Snapchat, not staying on these things. Now it's cool to talk to these chicks on, meet them on these apps, but you want to quickly tell them like, "Hey, I'm hardly on here. Here's my number. Text me." Because let me tell you why that's so symbolic. Because I do that all the time, and it's the first vetting thing that I'm doing. Because if she don't do that, she was just taking my attention and not willing to return interest on what I was giving her at all. So she was just basically just wasting my time the whole time. So with by the third message, I like to tell a chick, "Hey, I'm hardly up here. Text me. Here's my number." Because I'm moving her from Facebook Messenger to Apple iPhone messaging. So now I could be wherever in my phone. Ding. Oh, that's Brittany that I met on Facebook on Monday. But now we really having a real text message conversation, and I want to draw that little distinction for guys because it was everything I'm telling you I had to go through and really see that it's full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, there's not many times where you're gonna have a Snapchat buddy or a Facebook friend and y'all are really gonna link up and go on a date from that app. Now I'm not saying it can't happen, but I'm saying what I just told y'all, move them as early as possible to your phone. You got and this is the thing, sacrifice. You gotta be okay if she just says, oh, that's too much, I'm not doing all that. That's better than sitting there wasting your time because you could be talking to a different female. See, when you got more game, you start to stop accepting your time being wasted. Cause when you don't got no game, wasting your time is like that's how your mom raised you 9 times out of 10 to waste your fucking time. Um, Outside of that, adulthood it would be different, right? As a man, it would be like, oh, anybody who wastes my time is walking death row. You know what I'm saying? So that's just that. But most guys don't operate like that. Let's be real, right? Half of y'all say y'all don't got game, half of y'all say y'all got game. We got 25 votes. Comment down below if you don't got game or you do got game and why. We're gonna get into that though about imaginary fucking dating apps creating imaginary relationships. I think, bro, everything now today is about status. What you mean by that? It depends on the female. Like, if I go to Dunkin' Donuts or Chipotle and I meet a chick randomly, she don't know who I am at all. So it's like it depends on what you flashing. Are you flashy? Are you trying to be too flashy? Like, are you trying to let people know that you're the best this or the best that, or are you just saying hello, hi, what's going on, what's your name, and starting a genuine, down to earth opener conversation? So what you lead with, I'm very meticulous about. I'd rather be broke and meet a bitch than be rich and meet a bitch. But everybody don't think like that. And the only I don't even really think like that, but I had to because I was broke when I started learning this shit. What's good, Vanessa from Cali? He trying to help you, like he told you, invest in shadow work, stay humble. It kills me how these people assume you're not humble and they don't know you. That's not humble. To assume that I'm not humble and you never met me before. You just see what I talk about, and I hate these losers because how do they know I don't do shadow work? How do they know that I don't do that already? All of them are the same. Look at the clock. Asking for her number instead of Snapchat or IG. What does that mean? No, you can ask for whatever you ask for on the approach. But after you make the approach, you want to transition into what you really want to do. You know what I'm saying? So Instagram and all that shit is propaganda, is what I'm trying to tell you. But I love that propaganda because it makes it more casual. Like if I'm downtown and I run into a chick and I think she cute, I know everybody's into Instagram now. I don't mind having a new pretty face. I don't mind having a new pretty face on my Instagram. I just mind her treat me like a fan, meaning not responding when I inbox her. And a lot of women gonna do that. So I'm trying to tell y'all, you still gotta make 15 approaches a day in real life. So no matter what apps you swipe on, no matter what, where you inbox women, Facebook, wherever, no matter what friend request you send out, no matter what you do, you want to still make approaches. And if you can't make 15 a day, make 7 a day. I seen this loser Braden in here talking about 15 approaches a day. It's crazy how many times I got to tell y'all stupid asses that half of 15 is about 7. Make three of that, make three and then make three more. That's six. That's close to seven. I'm not telling y'all to jump off of a bridge and approach a million women. I'm telling y'all to do it in increments because you're not even gonna go outside if the number's too big. But at least if you're gonna say like, well, I'll try to, approach three, then you'll probably do that 9 times out of 10. I just need to start asking for the number. You could do that too. I've been doing that lately. You know what I'm saying? Cause I got a cousin. He actually got a YouTube channel. It's funny. I used to watch his shit like early this year. Um, and he was always older than me. And when I was younger, it was like I had like a group of cousins, like three different cousins used to chill together all the time, and they used to get a lot of bitches. And obviously, they from a different generation. We're all from the early 2000s, but they a little bit like, well, I'm 95, so they was like what, probably 80 something, born in the 80s. So, I mean, not the 80s. I think yeah, the 80s. Yeah, the 80s. So they just enough older to where they're not trying to do that Instagram shit at all. And when I watched one of his videos, he said that in one of his videos. And at the time, I was only doing Instagrams, and I was like, yo, I know him personally, and he's not lying. And they the type of people that's gonna ask for the number. And he the type of guy like he got a girlfriend right now, and she a white girl, and he moved way more mature than me, can't front. But now that I've been doing YouTube and working on my own life, my life is blossoming its own way too. But him as an older cousin, he definitely get bitches. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? That one black cousin that got a white bitch, he that guy. He never not had a girlfriend. Like as long as we was in adulthood. So, but yeah, he said go for the number, man. And when I watched that, I was like, it's real shit behind that. Cause when we was growing up, there was no Instagram, so we definitely was doing numbers all the time. But I think right now, me as my own man, cause he's not my dad, he's my cousin. I just make my own decisions. Like I'm outside, I think it's safer to go for the gram. Like most chicks, like I think gram is safer, but number is more manly and it's more encompassing. Like if you get a chick number, she's like, oh, her chances of fucking you might even go up because it's like, why would I be giving him my number if I'm not going to take it, further type shit. And most niggas back in the day get the number and they go home and then they gonna call her and then be on the phone with her and then carry it like that. So that's some game too. Like I'm not against asking for the number at all, actually. Like I've been doing that lately. And I think for me, just the Instagram just is a little safer. It make women feel more comfortable a lot of the time, I feel like. So they both viable lanes, but you as a man gotta choose. And sometimes I just look at the type of chick she look like she is, and that tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? Or if a chick be like, "Oh, I don't got a gram right now," they don't even be lying sometimes. They really be doing all. They like these women be all over the place. So you know, like, "Oh, what's your gram?" She like, "Oh, I'm not on Instagram right now." And but she really looking at you like you're cute. I'll fuck with you, but I'm not on Instagram right now. And then you be like, "Oh, well, you got a number for me or something?" And that'll let you know based on if she put the number in your phone or if she look at you like, I was lying the first time. Now I got to think of another lie again. My phone is deactivated as well. So it's the funny thing is, no matter what you do, is information. Because if a woman thinks you're cute or want to sleep with you, you all you got to do is be moving the needle forward, aka your penis, and she's gonna be like literally kind of like going with whatever you're doing. And that's the funny thing. Like so that's why I say everybody do have a certain level of game, but it's just us looking at I'm looking at right now because we about to dive into some shit. Pause. I'm looking at right now the particulars of that daydreaming shit. See, a lot of young men nowadays, their imaginations is very strong. Like even me, like my imagination is so strong, I could be chilling with a bitch I just met 10 minutes ago, and I'm already imagining shit like, damn, like, maybe if she was to, what if I didn't buy a pack of condoms this week? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I still going? And if she was to get pregnant, my brain is always doing that. So that could be a gift or a curse, right? Because it's good in terms of being an artist, being creative, and those type of things. But it's negative in dating because it usually leads to you being the feminine one. Because she's not even thinking. Most women don't they're not thinking at all. Women are not. They're not even opposed to popular belief. Women don't think. Like they just go outside and go about their day on a day-to-day basis. Go to work, go eat Chipotle, go home, go to the gym. They don't be thinking. Now, women can think and they'd rather not think, right? Because like that's just not like I don't know what, like women are not that type of creatures, I guess. Like they don't, if a woman is up in her head, it's because of an issue that she like something forced her to be up in her head is what I'm trying to say. Like they prefer to be in flow and be in nature like that. So that's why your game, you by you changing your game could make her more attracted to you. Because if the more easy you make it for her to fuck with you, the more she's gonna fuck with you. The harder you make it for her to fuck with you, the more hoops she got to jump over, and the more like of a challenge it is. She's like, why is this shit so challenging when I could just go over here and I could just get some dick fast? You gotta think like fast food. Why do everybody like fast food? Because it's like so accessible. Women like guys that make themselves accessible. Just like the whole point of this video. If I don't go to the plazas, if I don't go to a plaza today and I stay in the house all day, am I accessible? No. So am I getting pussy? No. If I go to, it's as simple as making yourself accessible. Like right now, if I don't go live, who's gonna see me talking about game? Nobody. If I go live, that literally changes everything. Literally changes everything. So that's what a point I'm trying to make. But let me go ahead and see. Bro, I'm trying to see in his part of the world. What time is it right now? Did you ban Slick? Um, Not every state or place or country have the same time. Margaret was good. Are you blood or crip? Let me see. Art of seduction. What is your problem, brother? Roland said, brother, I can't imagine. I can't even imagine to meet a woman on my phone. I told you my ass is old. No, my ass is old. Pause. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm like I told you, man. I got older cousins. I got grandfathers. I got uncle. I've been around a lot of older people. Um, and I'm from the late '90s, so I'm not really as um again, man. I meet women on Tinder and shit, but I just got good at doing that. Like I had to make some better photos, take better photos, and had to get my wardrobe up a little bit, and so that the pictures just like it's harder to take a horrible photo these days, and it's been working. I just matched with a chick earlier, and shit just starting to get more intact, like more easy. And when you make your dating life easy, all you gotta do from that position is just chill around them and see their personality and vet them motherfuckers. Outside of that, you chasing bitches, and when you doing that, man, it's like I feel like that's like I don't know, that shit like it's a waste of time. It's like an uphill battle. Uh, if you do something, I will sub to you. You should have been sub to me, man, before I did anything. That's the wrong mindset. Bro, I will sub to you. My boss told me to go home, screw my wife. The next day, I told him his wife is great and they have a lovely house. Believe me, they can and will kill you mental of needed, if needed. What does that mean? I met my wife online. You could do that. That could happen. That could definitely happen. I'm definitely chopping up with a couple of chicks I met on Tinder and these places, man. And it's funny, man. It's funny. I haven't got a single girlfriend since I got on. I haven't got a single girlfriend since I got on here. Women like bold guys. Stop making blanket statements about women because you don't know what women like. Nah, you right though. You right though. But not every woman care about you. You know, Prince. What are you saying, bro? It's like you saying some real shit, but it's not really the point of the video. Some women like bold guys. Some women want guys that they can control. It depends on how. It depends on how uncontrolling that woman is. Like, so I believe softer women want masculine men, and masculine women, all women want tough guys. But the thing is that sometimes women are so fucking chaotic that they can't be around a tough guy because that shit gonna break their spirit. It's gonna break their spirit because they so used to being in control. Or it's just gonna be a clash. So some women like bold, but some women gonna try to destroy the same thing that they claim they like. Some women gon' can't stand you being bold. Some women can't stand that shit, P. I should have went live earlier, man. My bad, chat. What's good though? Hold on, let me see what y'all talking about. This dating app sucks. Women like me. I don't. I do know me and another dude came up on that agreement. Women like bold guys. They do. They do. I wouldn't disagree with you on that. You're right. I'm just trying to tell y'all like. I'm just trying to tell y'all what I feel like make a nigga not bold and bold. Basically, like we not saying nothing different. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just seeing what I see in my life. What made me less bold in life. Certain periods of my life, I was way more bold. In certain periods, even to this day, like I could approach mad chicks one day, go home, go to sleep, and then wake up and don't feel the same way I felt when I was approaching a bunch of chicks. So the game is really about how you feel, the state that you're in. So being bold doesn't, you don't have to be bold every day. Like You could be shy, and then like the day I went downtown, like my what I'm trying to say is like your boldness is like that's not something you want to fantasize about. Like, oh, I gotta be bold. Like, you don't want to fixate on I gotta have confidence. You don't want to fixate on nothing because that's feminine. I'm gonna tell you why that's feminine. Because that's what women do. Women be like, oh, I gotta do this one thing so I could get a nigga or I could get whatever. And it's like, no, you don't. You don't even gotta do that. You just gotta actually go outside and talk to women and see wherever shit fall. Like, you know what I'm saying? And do that shit every day consistently or every other day consistently. And then eventually you're gonna hit your target. And then it's gonna be good. Like, so don't spend too much time up here. Like Prince, I could tell you be spending a lot of time up here because I'm a thinker too, but you don't gotta do nothing that you not. You don't gotta be anything you not. You just have to make the approach. And like you said, that'll be perceived as bold, possibly. Like that's what's so crazy. Like you could be doing some. Yo, why did this bee? Is that a bee? Hell yeah. Hold on, man. Shit, too annoying. So what I was trying to say is certain people, certain people insist on certain things and it don't work. Hold on, let me see. Man, these bees are always over here, bro. Let me see. Cause I could make the argument women like something different than that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So don't get fixated on that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Cause a woman a fuck the bold guy and then turn around and be like, who that nigga over there that's not paying me no attention? She wouldn't know whether you was bold or not. It wouldn't even be that serious to her at that point. You get what I'm saying? It's highly her attraction is highly moldable and conditional and it's circumstantial. It's no different than your taste buds saying, right now I want Chipotle, but I don't know what I'm gonna want later, tomorrow, or at a different date. So when you try to fit into what they might like, ironically, you end up becoming something that she didn't like at all. And these bees is creeping over here. Look, they still over here too. I'm gonna just go ahead and call it quits, man. I'm gonna find another way to another spot to go. Hold on, man. Yo, I'm back. I had to really just EV tripping. You gotta let the bees have their territory sometime. No pun intended. My pants sagging. Let me see. You just talking out the side of your mouth. You don't know anything. Look at what happened to my key last month. That's crazy. Right in this door. I just got a new key. That shit was crazy. I was like, yo, the devil trying me in all different type of spooky, new, inventive ways right now. That's what happened when you out here trying to get it. I ain't gonna lie. You gonna come across some wicked shit. You gonna be like, damn, I had this key for 3 years. The fuck? How? I had this key for seven or like almost like 7 years. Soon as I start working on myself, mad weird shit start happening. All right, we got a key now. You know what I'm saying? We back outside. You know what I'm saying? Now, if the door closed, because sometimes it magically closes on its own, we good. I just got here. Real talk, money talks, and slick hair gentlemen like sus things, not gonna lie. I'm too baked for this. I have a game and it's called life, yo. Facts. Me too, man. Facts. I just do out calls, can't afford to. Call for everyone. Do a kick flip. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? God damn. What's good, Crims? That shit right there was just crazy. Internet's choppy outside. That shit was insane just now, bro. Yo, Riot, what's good, bro? I'm at the crib, man. LOL, and what you gonna do, boy? Alright, so point number one was dating apps can create imaginary relationships. So somebody replying consistently can make you mentally promote her way beyond what you actually know. Does that make sense? Drop a one in the chat if that makes sense. Having your tough moment before your mom turns off your internet. My mom, I guess what I'm saying not making no sense. We're the ones in the chat. Drop a two if what I'm saying don't make sense. Cause I know y'all ain't just watching just to watch. Okay, Prince, Riot, Croissant bitch ass obviously gonna drop a two because he a troll. Alright, bet. So for the people who dropped a one, let me know why it makes sense. Why does it make sense, Krems? Why does it make sense, Prince, Riot? Why do it make sense? I know why in my life, I literally got months of doing that shit. And I got tired of doing that. When you meet women outside at these plazas, at downtowns, malls, real life, it's just different. It hit different. You know what I'm saying? When a chick see you in real life, she really could tell whether, oh, I will fuck him or not. Like, period. They could tell online too, but the difference is online, it's kind of like, okay, I already know this guy. This guy's kind of trying to talk to me, but he's far away anyway. It's kind of weird vibes. It's like, I don't, it's different, but you still can meet women online, but it should be secondary. It shouldn't be the first, it shouldn't be the first thing. But while y'all type that, I'm gonna talk about point number two. So the next bullet point is the difference between impression and reality. Sometimes the idea of the situation feels more powerful than the actual facts. Let's just skip that one, go to number three. Should I remove the minors? Go ahead. Let's skip to the next one. A woman being cute isn't enough. I think we should what? Yeah, do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. Do your thug thizzle, you feel me? So drop a 1 in the comments if this makes sense. This bullet point right here. A woman being cute isn't enough. Dating game, Lord. Dating game. Your ability to go out here and talk to women prosperly, actively, and make things happen. Benjamin, that makes sense to you? Women are not it? Whoa, 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 whoa. I'll be damned. Become a CEO or something? Yeah, that's what it sounds like, Chula. Become a CEO or something. See, that's tricking though. If you need to be the big man, you need to be the big man in order to have a conversation and be attractive. Like people like Benjamin is gonna show y'all why I have a job. Why my channel is going to be successful. Because it's people like Benjamin that think you gotta become a CEO before you can get some some pussy, man. It's crazy. Whenever somebody say all women are the same, they're depressed. Whenever y'all guys hear somebody say all women are the same, game like Will stamped it, that person is depressed. They're not worth my time, depressed. That's all you think about, depressed. You're on a dating channel talking about that's all I think about, you're depressed. I like women, but marrying one is a gamble that can make you successful, but has an equal chance of ruining you. No, because if you know how to vet, most guys don't vet women. So I say they let women, they don't vet women. Those are two different people, two different men. Guy A vets women. Guy B lets women based on them being cute, pretty, sexy, attractive, whatever, so on, so forth. Straight up, here's some food. Talk at a girl's forehead and look behind it. Only meet her eyes when you're making your point. That works game massive for me. Also helps if you dress smart, talk proper. Okay, if it work, it work. Maybe you should stick around, and that's like body language game. I know about the triangulate, like when you look in the triangle, when you look at her, look at triangle, count to like 5 while you're looking at them, then look away, look again, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. That you could do, try all those little tricks and shit, but where I look at it, man, if I gotta do all that, to be honest, like, you should be learning game, but I still look at it like if I gotta do all that, something's wrong. I think it's good to be physically attracted to them in some way, because that's what you want, exactly. Escalating tension between y'all is a important move, but you gotta know when to make it like physical touch. Yeah, better known as Kino escalation, physical touch. But you don't gotta physically touch anybody. You have to just walk up to her and try to do the first thing we talk about, approaching, see if she's reciprocating, look at her feet, her body language. Some women will be literally moving away from the guy and the guy's walking behind the chick like, I know a lot of guys do that for the video and shit, but since I've been approaching last year, whatever, and if I'm in the mall, first thing was like, look at her feet, bro. Her feet never lie. Never, ever in life have I been lied to by a woman's body language and her feet. Right on the approach, a person could smile, say anything, but if I'm looking at her feet, it's letting me know what she's interested in this interaction. So And then, you know, you're making 15 approaches, you definitely getting a great, like you're tightening up on your body language reading skills. So if I just approached this 35-year-old Spanish woman in the mall and she kept walking, and then I approached this 25-year-old white girl in the mall and she stopped and turned around and gave me her Instagram, which one has more interest? You just gotta do the math. Which one is inviting you into their world? Which one is giving you a chance? Girl A or girl B? We already know. But yeah, I'm not trying to physically touch you. You know why I'm not trying to physically touch a stranger? Because I'm like, why would I want to touch somebody who hasn't shown me that they're worth touching yet? That's how I look at it. I understand that, you know, Prince, where you're at, when you're in the beginner stage, you want to touch a chick, but it's like, you don't even need to do that. You need to just talk to them. Talk to a lot of them for the next 3 months. August, September, October. Just talk to all of them. Eventually, like, touching is like what, a hug, handshake, these things, I shake a lot of hands. If a chick like you enough, she'll hug you, she'll wanna hug you. But you don't have to force that. So for all the people who watch my old videos about Kino escalation and shit, you don't have to force that. But you do, there are certain women where, no, it's not. I was gonna say it's certain women where there's medium interest in touching them. No, it really don't work like that. I'm not gonna hold you. It really don't work like that. Cause she's just gonna be wondering why you touching me. Or she's gonna go home and be like, does he like me? Like if women, when they don't like you, they ask rhetorical questions to themselves and to their friends. Like, I wonder if he likes me. Like, you know, I went over his house I baked him some cookies cause he's my neighbor. I thought we were just friends. And when I got to his door, he was looking at me in the eyes, and they make everything weird when they don't like you or when you're trying to get with them. But when it's a different type of vibe going on, it's kind of like you could just never really care and it still works, if that makes sense. You could vet someone for months and they can still end up ruining you. Well, you're being vague. You're not saying which way did they ruin you. There are examples of this all around me. People change all the time. I'm not gonna argue with that shit, but what you gonna do, jerk off the rest of your life? Triangle is fact. We taught that in business school. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of eye contact. You gotta show some type of dominance, you know what I'm saying? Yo, should I choose a woman who can live independently or someone who prefers to stay at home? Well, I'll tell you how to approach 15 women a day and then pick from them. Does that answer your question? Because what type of, listen, man, I don't know what type of women you like. I would be wrong to tell you what you like. Do you like to be dominated or to dominate? I'm a Leo, so I'm a lion at heart. I naturally am dominant. I'm naturally dominant. I've never been submissive in a relationship in my life. So I don't even know what that feels like. If I call and tell her to come over, guess what's gonna happen? Poof. And I don't care if she got 4 jobs. Because you ain't gonna be with me if I call you and you don't show up. Triangle ain't it if the chemistry is there, you don't gotta do all that. That's true too. Like I said, like any of that, you really don't gotta do much. Like when I talk about game, I'm saying like your ability to get what you wanna get without even like your energy is your reserves. Like you don't want to waste your reserve. Waste across is effortless. Not looking for chemistry, only looking for the present, done with that marriage stuff. Appreciate the gift. Appreciate that fucking gift. Done with that marriage stuff. Changes after all that. Kids and when you make bank. I don't understand what you're saying right there. Women I'm running with right now just want money and a car ride in the foreign, not gonna lie. But that's what I'm looking for. What, to give women a ride in your Bugatti or something? Wait till you hit 40 teen. All that wholesome stuff fades. I don't know what y'all talking about. Prince said he a Taurus. Rasta said they're a Sag. I think my sister a Taurus. That's like April, right? That's the bull. Y'all be on that bull. My sister actually is nice, very nice. But when she was younger, she was on that bull. Hold on, let me see. Even your mod agrees that you crazy. Call me crazy, shit, at least you call me, right? That's what Drake said. I'm currently looking for a girl who can be independent and doesn't need me around all the time. Those are two different things. Especially since I'm mostly focused on my goals of joining the Marine Corps. Game like, no, listen, man. I noticed that women that are younger make more rash decisions. Like they'll cut you off because you miss one of their phone calls or something, and they take that as a threat, like you're abandoning them. Like, and women that are more mature, they obviously want to keep communication, but if you don't hit them up for 2 or 3 days, they don't like kill the whole relationship. So to me, it's an age thing with that, I feel like. No, I wish I had a Bugatti maybe in 5 to 10 years if I keep busy. So why, so let me get back to the bullet point. A woman being cute isn't enough. Attraction gets your attention. Compatibility determines whether she stays relevant. Compatibility determines whether she stays relevant. And see, most guys are going to fail in what I'm talking about right now because they're so rooted in how their mom raised them. Prince, I'm thinking about you when I'm saying this too. But how I know you said grandma, but I'm talking to the women in the family. They raise guys a certain type of way where you naturally are fond of women, like, and then like you're like the nice guy. So like, but most guys don't realize how much of a death sentence being nice really is. Bro, why are you spamming? No facts. Why are you doing that, man? Block whoever is playing around. So at my college, what's good, Tori? How you been? I ain't see Tori in a minute. What's good? So at my college, I need to approach at least 7 to 15 women a day. Nah, I mean at college, my game is for niggas that's outside. My game is for wildlife creatures. You know what I'm saying? But don't get it twisted. When I was at jobs, I was just being myself, bro. I was making friends with guys. I was making guy friends, and women wanted to be my friend because they was like, this nigga's so cool. Or if they thought I was cute or whatever, for some reason they also was compelled to try to be my friend. But I just minded my business. I had a roommate. I would go to lunch. I would chill, be funny, chill, vibe, and then go play basketball after lunch. So no matter how it went, I was just living my life. And if I thought a chick was cute, I'd go talk to her, you know what I'm saying? But I remember I approached this white girl named Brooklyn. She had a boyfriend. Her boyfriend literally went to the school. He was in the school. But she was some fine shit to me, so I just was doing my thing, man. It's not rocket science, Prince. It's really not. It's just you gotta be feeling yourself. I think a lot of guys don't be feeling themselves. But I also had pre-selection because certain other chicks were liking me for no reason. So it was like, I didn't even like, I know what it's like to be sought after, just like women know what it's like to be sought after. And when you're sought after, you don't even think about the people that likes you. Like you might consider them, but you don't think about them. You only think about the women that you want. That's why most of the general population is mad at women, because they're like, how can she see that I like her? But it's not even about her seeing it. She sees it, but she just don't care. And that's how I was at Job Corps. Just like, I see that these bitches like me, but I'm trying to get at this one or that one. I got like my set 10 or 5 women that I think is hot that I would fuck with. And that's who I'll fuck with. I don't train that bitch ass shit, man. Don't ask me no bitch ass shit like that. Fuck you mean, man? I need to fuck a white woman in the butt, preferably brunette. Yo, don't be saying that weird shit on my YouTube channel, bro. Then should I get a girl who is in Marine Corps? Yeah, why not? Why not, man? Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button if y'all just coming in here. What's good, country? Let's get back to this ism. Hold on real quick, man. This is what we live for, man. This is my religion. We say, are you a Christian? Nah, I'm some ism though. You know what I'm saying? It's an ism. Hold on, let me see. You are an extremely good-looking dude. Facts. Hold on, let me see. So a woman being good enough isn't enough, right? And the chick I was dealing with at Job Corps is a prime example. She was cute, but she was toxic as fuck. You know? But I was also toxic because I had no game. You know what I'm saying? We both was toxic. You dig what I'm saying? We both was toxic and shit like that. So attraction gets your attention. This is how it should have been, right? It got my attention. Compatibility determines whether she stays relevant. And I always tell y'all that the way I even got the chick at Job Corps was that the chick I used to flirt with all the time came up to me one time in the gym and was like, you know that new girl? And I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody would always talk about her. Yo, that new girl bad as fuck, blah, 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 blah. I seen her and I was like, I'll crush, but I wasn't really on that with her. Like, I ain't never get a chance to talk to her yet. You feel me? You want a 1v1? After the video, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is a little important. So, like I tell you, I already had chicks that I would be talking to and chicks that thought I was cute. That two things is very important. Because women, for some reason, they could tell your social status before, like, you gotta realize what an environment really is, bro. An environment is a reservoir. So every plaza in your neighborhood is a reservoir. So when you go there or you frequent a place like Job Corps or any place you frequent, what happens, or college for Prince, what happens is that the women are looking at you, because every guy that's there is like, damn, unconsciously they're like, yo, I'm in school, this is, I'm going here, and nothing would make it better to be here than to get some dick while I'm here. Like, that's just unconscious. The same thing with us. We're like, yo, like when I'm in Job Corps, I'm like, okay, this cool, you know what I'm saying? I'm like on an island or some shit, stranded and shit. You know, I'm with the bros and shit, but I'll fuck her. You know, that's just psychological matter. And what happens is that, I believe this, I could be wrong. Every guy moves totally different than each other. Right? No two guys move the exact same way. Now, there might be friendships, but nobody's moving the exact same way. Me personally, I had two roommates, but when I was going through my periods, each class period, I was just chilling. I'm laid back, to be honest. Just on YouTube, I gotta talk, but in real life, I really don't be talking that much. And that personally makes me more attractive from what I've seen in my life. Because it's mysterious, and women are like, who the fuck is that? And it's like a 0% chance I'm chasing you if I'm quiet. But this is before I had game. But I still had game because I was quiet. So either way it went, I was fucking hoes. How do I get rid of some bloody vomit? What? So women all look shallow from here. Yeah, pretty much all women is almost shallow. I ain't gonna say that they're exactly shallow, but they're almost shallow because if you think about it, I just said this to myself earlier. I said, if you die, she still gotta get some dick. Not only that, but if you die, every friend you got still gotta eat dinner the next day. So everybody's biological stuff still goes on, even if they care. Even if they care. That's what I'm saying. So it don't even make no sense to sit around asking yourself, should you, have feelings and shit like that, if that's what you thinking about doing. We all was born with feelings, but goddamn, you don't gotta use them every day. What the fuck, man? I do have Discord. I actually got Discord, I just don't use it. So we can keep you updated. So y'all can keep me updated. I actually do got Discord. I think I forgot my password though, but I might have to make a whole new Discord. It might be better now because I think I created it too fast and I didn't have no real subscribers and shit yet on YouTube. So it was like, I had a couple people up there, but that shit really didn't do much. That probably would be the best place to talk to y'all. Let me see. Where's my fucking Play Store at? What's that shit called again? Discord. I don't know. Yeah, man, I ain't get my coffee today, man. I might have to fuck around and go grab that shit anyway. My question still stands. Take a cat out of equation. Do you still want to get married? Why would I take the cat out the equation? I want to get married someday. What are you talking about? All right, so now that we got that last bullet point out the way about looks, about a woman being cute isn't enough, let's go to the next bullet point. Fish come and go. Fish come and go. Drop a one in the chat if y'all agree. Fish come and go. And this is accompanied by the words of, losing one woman doesn't mean you lost the opportunity. Fish come and go. Losing one woman doesn't mean you lost the opportunity. Fish come and go. Drop a 2 if I'm saying bullshit. Drop a 1 if y'all agree. Because if it's about the cat, then you can literally rent it. Yeah, but why do people make it black and white? Like, just because you like cat, there's something wrong with you, right? That's not biologically a sound equation. That's not even a biologically sound question. You making it seem like just because you like cat, there has to be something wrong with the man. Okay, we got some ones in the chat. This shit right here. Alright, cool. Go all the time. But the fish that really like you stay. I got this one chick, I thought she was gonna cut me off, not gonna lie to y'all. Cause she made a couple complaints when we first started texting about my communication style and certain things. She was just being a little bit of a prick when we first met. And you know, I didn't just cut her off. I thought about it. I thought about it multiple times. I'm just going, you know. But instead of cutting her off, what I did was just go talk to more women. And then as the days rolled over, I kind of corrected a couple of things she was relaying to me, and I kind of corrected her instead, because I'm like, yo, like, what's good? Like, I got a life. Da, da, da. Now we're in this new space because she lives pretty close to me. I met her on Tinder, and it's like, I could tell that she kind of likes me because of me not being like just either cutting her off or not just being a sucker and being soft. I kind of just communicated with her. But I also made it known, like, listen, if you don't want to fuck around, we don't gotta fuck around, you know what I'm saying? But I'ma still give you some game on when you run into the next man, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. Cause what a lot of women do when they meet you is they start trying to tell you what their standards are. Oh, I don't want to sleep with you yet. I just want to chill. What's your intentions? They'll ask you these type of questions. And the truth of the matter is, women want to sleep with guys just as much as guys want to sleep with women, but they'll try to frame it like they have more of a plausible deniability to not get into that type of event. But when you got game and you've been making the 15 approaches, you already know how attractive you already are and how many women already are letting you hit the yams. So you're less likely to behave like a guy who don't got options. This is something you really, I'm not gonna say you can't fake it, but it's really difficult, almost impossible to fake. So what I'm trying to say is me and her conversation was the first couple was just me correcting a lot of shit she was saying. But it's really weird because I also told her that we could go for a picnic, we could do this, we could do that. It's a park like right around the corner in between me and her, miles where we live, like right in between. So, but what's funny to me is it gave me time to pick her mind as well, because she really wasn't saying no bullshit. Like, she just was saying a bunch of shit women say. And I had to stick in there in order for it to make sense. A lot of dating coaches don't believe in sticking in there because I cut women off all the time. But if you don't get cut off, it's because I could see that you're trying and things are starting to turn as we continue to talk, which is rare. Most women don't even do that. There even a lady at my church, she has a daughter. I think she's divorced, but she has a nice smile and everything. I'm not in church right now, but I wouldn't even do that, to be honest. I mean, if listen, man, I probably would do that shit, but I don't know, bro. Like I said, my whole game has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with like women at your job. It has nothing to do with anything that's messing up your image in your town. You know what I'm saying? My game is, I'm giving you shit you could do when you get offered, shit you could do when you're not at church. And remember, everything you do at home and like in your free time makes you more attractive when you get in front of these women. So it's kind of like a catch-22. It's like you don't gotta, like it's really an oxymoron. Like the more you try, the more they reject you anyway. So it's like the game that I give y'all is like almost reverse psychology in a way, because it's like that's how women are fucking y'all though. They really freaky, but they're like, I'll cover up. Because then with the little skin exposed, it makes him want it even more. You know what I'm saying? So it's always that happening between the masculine and feminine all the time. You just gotta find your life and have, Prince, you need to know whether church is too much to make approaches at church. Is school too much to be making approaches at school? Am I gonna fail my classes? Am I, you gotta prioritize things, because that's what me and Shorty whole conversation with I was just telling y'all was about. I told her ass, I was like, I got a life, like, you know what I'm saying? I got a life, you know what I'm saying? Like, I fall asleep sometimes at 5 p.m., you know what I'm saying? I'm not putting no female above what I'm doing. YouTube come before you, everything. Why you delete his messages? Riot? I say Jesus turned water into wine. I'm trying to make you mine. Man, listen, man. Try it, man. If you make her laugh, I don't know, man. Try it, bro. But you could say a lot of them playful things, and I want to just be more formal than that, like more, like, excuse me, what's your name? Oh, I'm Janet. Oh, I'm Prince. Nice to meet you. Handshake. Already got the Kino escalation going. Handshake. And she's gonna be smiling because she's gonna be like, that's always gonna be a lot smoother than a pickup line, because she's curious about you. Who is this young man? Why is he shaking my hand? And women would rather get fucked under that ideology than the ideology of, oh, look at this young guy trying to flirt with me. You kind of sleazy when you come with the cheesy pickup line. She's like, oh, I can fuck anybody. Why would I? And you don't want to open up that portal in their mind where they see you as everybody else. Because you got to think how many thirsty guys are in church that already tried to smash. You just want to be different, man. Anything you do, you want to come across a little bit unique and different. So I should approach that lady at the church. I wouldn't say that. That's what you're thinking about doing. I don't go to church. I respect churches. I wouldn't do it if I was you. And Prince, why are you asking retarded questions? Didn't I just tell you my game is for guys that walk the streets and sidewalks and ride bikes and buses and stuff? You keep coming in here asking these questions about stuff that is almost disrespectful, because I'm not gonna tell nobody that's in church to make it about dating. You're trying to work with what little scraps you got, but you gotta take your ass outside and go to the park. Go to 7-Eleven or something. Go somewhere where there's a little bit of traffic for like an hour or 30 minutes. Until you do little stuff like that, you're gonna be asking me questions that's like a death trap. Like, why would you be approaching women at a place that it's a goal-oriented place, and the goal is not dick? I know a lot of these, fake dating coaches tell y'all to go ahead and get a church girl and shit like that. I say, man, don't go get a church girl. What you doing that for? I mean, unless you really about that church life. My bad, y'all. Yeah, if you really about that church life, then I can't tell you shit. Let's look at the next bullet point. Why you shouldn't chase after someone who already withdrew. Rejection can become a test of whether you can maintain your center. Rejection can become a test of whether you can maintain your center. Why you shouldn't chase after someone who already withdrew. See, a lot of guys always want to chase after a bitch just because she's running. I can't do that shit. It's a waste of time. Rejection is God's protection. I'm God. We are God. You're right though. Rejection is God's protection. But what I'm trying to say is a little different than that.
Now, this is gonna be my first.
The
All right, this is
fuck?
gonna be my first crazy take of the video.
TikTok opened up and shit. So why do I say you shouldn't chase after someone who already withdrew? Because she said fuck you. And when someone says fuck me, I say, well, double fuck you. She said fuck you, I said double fuck you. You get where, you know, the state that I'm talking about, Crims. It's like, it's not offensive to me, and it's not about God, and it's not about, there might be some universal things going on, but as a man, that's what I'm attacking right now, as a man. See, everything in life been taught to be about fairies and God and angels and all this, you know, goo, right? All this gooey shit. And I love God and spiritual stuff, but sometimes as men, we gotta separate from all that feminine shit and think about the fact that she just said, fuck you, and it's okay. You don't need a big explanation. You don't need a Band-Aid on it. You just gotta get okay with being rejected. That shit feels good sometimes. Because I look at myself, I say, damn, but you wouldn't even approach that badass bitch last year, or when you was like high school or shit, you would have been moseying around and talking to your friends about her and staring at her and shit. I got this one chick in high school that I used to stare at. I didn't even know I was staring at her. Well, I kind of did, but like, it always shocked me when one chick that good to where she could stop me from going up and talking to her, because it's like, I talk to a lot of bitches, so like, it'd confuse me. One day, my bro, I was talking to my bro and I was telling him how she looked good and shit. And he was like, yeah, man. He was like, I was talking to her and she said, is that why he keeps staring at me like that? Yo, Prince, I used to be like you, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit was crazy because it was like, damn, I didn't even mind though, because she was really fine. And it's like, little moments like that let me know that, okay, you could still be that nigga to certain women and other women could still see you as like some lame ass nigga. And those two realities could coexist at the same time. And you want to close the door on the lame shit and keep the door wide open on the fly shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's what the game is about for me. It's just always being ahead of the curve. Never let a bitch see you sweat. Why? For what? You know, because that's being impressed. I'm not impressed. You know, the more I learned, I'm like, you know, your vetting system, your vetting program or whatever, your vetting shit contradicts being impressed by the way she looked. The chick that I'm talking about, to me, she was sexy. I was in high school, so of course, she was like overly sexy. And it's like, that's who I thought I was. I thought I was some thirsty nigga that was staring at shit. I'm not that guy. Some women just will mesmerize you, you know? Like bro said, it's God's paintbrush. He just did a good job. But it's not nothing that is that serious, because people look different from a distance than they do when you're in a relationship with them. People look different. So it's not even, you know what I'm saying? You could be magnetized by a look. Good marketing by Jesus, but it's like when I talk to you, do you got the gut butt? Do you eat chicken wings every Friday? Are you healthy? Are you a total bitch in disguise? Like, are you acting? Are you? Some women are just assholes, gang. Like, but you'll never know because you're just staring at her and not talking to her. I'd rather talk to a chick for 15 seconds and she say some stupid shit and I'm like, okay. I'm like, too bad I thought you was sexy because you're just a gnat. You're a gnat. You know what I'm saying? I am leading people to Jesus, Tyrone. Because a woman that's dishonorable is the devil. And that's what we're talking about right now. 304s are everywhere, but it's not a man's job to change these 304s. Nah, I'm just trying to get her back to a hotel. Yeah, man, stop saying creepy shit, bro. You gotta, the way your shit come across, it just sound bad, like, or something, but I see totally what you're saying. Some girls who I like started liking me and saying hi to me in high school. One of them was fine, blonde. Yeah, man, watch that shit, Prince. Watch that shit. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. It's hot as shit. The 48-hour rule. This is the next bullet point. I made this shit up. And since I made this up, I've been getting way more hugs. I ain't gonna hold y'all. 48. You ever heard of the first 48? Listen, man. Y'all should never forget this. I guarantee you, I'm gonna start getting more women. What y'all thinking is first 48 rule. First 48-hour rule. I made this up. What happens psychologically when you stop double texting and allow people's interest to reveal itself? So I realized that double texting is like suicide. Well, I don't know if I can use that word up here. It's like swallowing peroxide. And you shouldn't do it because it literally contradicts reality. Because if you're in front of somebody and you're talking to them, if you're that guy at school that get all the bitches, would she not respond to you or would she respond to you? I'm gonna answer because there's not a lot of people in here. I don't know what y'all gonna say if y'all even gonna answer. Chances are she's gonna just respond in real time. You say, hey, Sarah, what's up? Hey, Brad, what's up? How you doing? That's literally their energy, 100%. But texting is no different. But a lot of guys draw a differentiation mentally. They're like, because we're texting, maybe she didn't see it, maybe this, maybe that. And the rule of the first 48 that I came up with was a chick might not text you back in 24 hours sometimes. That happens sometimes. Really not really though. Really not really though. Like lately, no chick has been doing that at all. But a chick that's highly interested in you will, will never text you after 24 hours, heading to 48 hours. So pay attention when y'all texting these women. Prince, I don't know if you're going through some of this shit right now. I don't even know if any of y'all in here are texting any women right now. But you should be the one that they're waiting for the text back from. But you can't do that without the 48-hour law because 48 hours shows interest or disinterest. 24 hours don't. This is what I've seen in my personal life. Take it or leave it. This is what I've seen in my personal life. And ever since I put that in my game, I've been flawless with my communication style. Because what women ask for is not what they really want. Like I told you, that chick was complaining, the one I took to live down the street, she was complaining at first, like, oh, you didn't text me in a whole day. And I was like, listen, like, I didn't bow down or change anything when she said that. I was like, listen, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just met, I'll be busy, this and that. I forgot what I said, but I said a lot of shit. And her energy was just submissive. It was like, oh, this guy's the type of guy that's he gonna straighten me out. He not gonna let me just steamroll over him. And women will catch the hints that, oh, he must have hoes. Cause it's like, what follow my lead when I do this type of shit? It don't, and I'm not faking it either. It's really like, I'm not even want to smash, but it's not that serious. I'm trying to get some digits. I'm trying to meet some women on this video chat site. Man, fuck that site, man. I told y'all all the sites to go on, man. You about to be on a video chat site instead of going outside? That's where I draw the line. Unless you're talking about Meet Me. Meet Me is kind of aight, but that shit's still trash. But I'm trying not to look desperate. Well, you already look desperate because you're not listening to what I'm telling you. Women want shit in the moment, every now, not later. What you mean they want shit in the moment? You gotta train women to want shit, to be patient. Women are not patient creatures, but you gotta train them to be patient because anything good is gonna be savory. See, naturally humans go for what's sweet. Like kids, they want candy, they go for what's sweet. But a man is savory, meaning that you can't really just tell me what to do, and we might not never fuck. Never in life if you keep getting out of pocket. Because they think their pussy has more value than your penis. And this is true and true, tried and through America. Just get on TikTok and look at how niggas be acting towards the women that's on the screen. They just, these niggas, they don't understand that life is still life outside of the internet. It's all about that cold approach. What's good, Charm? How you feeling today? Women want shit in the moment. So I'm listening. Yeah, Tinder, Facebook dating, regular Facebook. Snapchat is cool if you know how to use it. All of the apps, you gotta know how to use them. You can't just, it's not just approach a chick and ask for her Snapchat. Because what you gonna do when that one chick don't respond? You're gonna feel crazy. All I gotta do is ask them how they doing, their name, where they from, chit chat for about 5 minutes or less, and then ask for the digits. That's it. You talking about on the approach? Listen, man, I done been outside and did this shit so much. It's like you can experiment with it. Like you don't have to just try to break your approach down into 3 different segments. 3 different sections, small sections. That's how you keep it organized. Excuse me could be number 1. I thought you would look, you look good, you caught my eye, number 2. And then the last one, I just want to get you on Instagram real quick. Whatever. Nice, humble, and quick and brief. And if she's interested, then you have a new Instagram or a new number. If she's not interested, then she's gonna do some weird shit and you're gonna be like, damn, that felt weird, but it is what it is. You learn how to accept that you can't have every bitch. What you should have already knew, but you gotta be reminded in field instead of on your couch. I'm doing great. Shout out to Charm in the chat. On the video chat site. Same thing, same approach. Break it down into 3 different things. If you want to throw a little bit of banter in there, make her laugh or something. Being funny. I like to be funny. I like to try to be a little funny. But if sometimes being funny ain't really required, like, you know what I'm saying? The goal is to get that number to Instagram and get the fuck away from the bitch. Cause you wanna see, does she respect you? And a lot of times you could cut straight to that by just leading her where you're trying to get her to go. None of this matters unless y'all are gonna link up. And you can link up pretty fast if the connection is built fast. You don't gotta do all of this shit on the first time laying eyes on her. Don't let people trick you with that. You don't gotta do a lot of shit. You just gotta keep simple, make for little conversation, and get to your end goal. Like you could even bring up stupid shit like, oh, you from out here? Like stupid shit like, oh, what part of the world you from? Like you said you on that app, like I don't know, like you just bring up small talk, stupid shit, but always in the back of your mind know like, when you know where you're trying to take her, then that you don't gotta do too much. Because she's attracted to guys that did way less than you before. No, you better sub up. I need to secure at least 5 girls' numbers. I don't like the word secure. I don't like the word secure. But okay. Like when I go outside, I'm not trying to secure anything. I'm just living in the moment. If I get something, I get something. If I don't, I don't. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get something because I'm optimistic, right? I don't quit easy, I don't give up easy. I'm resilient. So therefore, women can't stop a resilient guy. That does not happen. So like I said, 15 approaches. Break that down. If you don't want to do the whole 15, do 7. And that's still a W in my book. Because I need some people texting me. You do need some people texting you. Even some friends, like potential friends, I call it PFs, potential friends. Like that matters too. Because think about women, when they're not texting guys, they texting their friends as well. So that gives them a sense of, it gives them a sense of, what's that word? I just said it the other day. Agency. Agency is when you feel good regardless. Like that's what they give you when you go to therapy. They try to give you a sense of agency. Like they try to help you get in a program and get in the gym and shit that could take your mind off of other things that's bothering you. Make it like when you go outside, bro, you said you got friends already. So you in church, you got friends. So you really don't got no reason to like come across as thirsty at all. All you gotta do is show up and say a couple things, to be honest. I'm sure you know that already though. Now let me find out you ain't really a virgin over there, P. You just playing virgin. But yeah, the 48-hour rule changed my life because then I stopped looking at the clock. I stopped clocking and tracking whether my phone was gonna ding as much. I literally could 100% let go at that point. Let go of, I could send things out and never care if it couldn't come back. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew deep down that if a chick don't write me back in 48 hours, she's faking her interest. Because most dating coaches are talking high interest, medium interest, low interest, but they not gonna give you something solid to where you can go live your life and not give a fuck. So even you're gonna be like, you're gonna be struggling. Like I got one chick that I think is medium interest, but I'm trying to bring her to high, and that's already too much mental focus. You dig what I'm saying? The average guy don't got enough game for you to just tell him that and leave him there. He's gonna struggle to the death, and the woman just gonna be sitting around, like I said, with her friends, thinking about Josh from, Dunkin' Donuts with the guy that she think is cute, and you sitting here melting, trying to figure out when your phone, damn man, it's the only chick I'm talking to, man. Like, it's kind of like trying to hold sand in your hands. It's just, the sand is just seeping through your fingers. And for them, it's totally the opposite. It's like having a brick in your hand and saying, do I really want this weight in my hand or not? Nigga said the tortoise. Let's go to the next bullet point, because like I said, 48 hours, if y'all learn that technique, y'all gonna be good. There's no chasing that could possibly take place. Because you're gonna relax. A lot of texting works better when you're relaxed, and it really doesn't work at all when you're trying to, like when you're clocking her texting you back, it's just a horrible thing. That shit is, no man deserves that. So I'm gonna clean that up for y'all right now. Y'all don't deserve that. That's not a way to live your life. Let's move on to the next bullet point. Vetting versus interrogation. There's a difference between naturally learning about someone and turning a conversation into an interview. So there's certain vetting questions I got for women that usually pop up naturally, like, have you ever been a vegetarian? Like stupid shit that I care about, right? And it can happen in the midst of a conversation, and it doesn't have to be like a job interview. So there's a difference between learning about someone, which is supposed to take place naturally, and turning the conversation into an interview. So that's some more game, but I don't even think y'all guys are making the approaches to get in them situations to even care about what I'm talking about. So I digress on that one, I digress. Let's go to the next one. Why certain questions feel like vetting questions? So this is a big one too. So sometimes when you're talking to chicks, they'll ask you some shit like, do you drive? And if you don't drive, it's as if they're trying to check for what type of man are you? Like certain questions women ask you, do you have a job? Do you drive? Do you have kids? So you might not even be introducing that interrogation energy, but she is. So you gotta watch out for that too, because she might not be trying to vet you, but if you take it like she's vetting you, you might get offended by that shit. If she says one night stand, I say, I love one night stands. Sometimes it's not the words, it's the energy and timing behind them. We can talk about that in another video. Do you drive as an example? Oh, I guess they bring that shit up in this shit. How an innocent question can still make you wonder what direction the interaction is heading in. Today we live in a society where a lot of women want to be bosses and they want to talk about money and go in that Goyard bag and spend that shit. And a woman asking you, do you drive? And if you don't drive, kind of like it can make you feel insecure if you don't do some of the things women are bringing up in the conversation. Basically what I'm trying to say. So like y'all know me, I don't drive, but I'm like a motorcycle guy. Sometimes I drive my mom shit. Sometimes I Uber. I mean, I got money to Uber now and shit. Like, so a chick that live a couple towns over, we still could get it popping. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't even like those questions because those questions are not necessary for us to get shit popping, me and that woman, right? So when a woman asks that randomly, or say even if I ask her, do you drive? And then she says it back, that could trigger like, damn, why is she asking me that? Like, why she ain't just let me lead the conversation and just follow what I'm saying and say, yeah, I drive. You know, cause like, again, you would think a chick that likes you is like, well, I drive, it don't matter if you drive. But she might throw that shit back to you like, do you drive? She's like, yeah, I drive, but do you drive? And that leaves you on a cliffhanger of, should I respond to this or should I just talk over this or should I? See, me, I like dirt bikes, and like I got like 4 or 5 different means of transportation at this point. So I'm able to talk through what she's saying. Most guys can't, because I'll tell a chick, I am a dirt bike type of guy. That's how I start off that response to that question. Because you gotta remember, most guys don't got their own crib, and they don't got their own whip, and they damn sure a lot of guys don't got their own crib. So that alone X's most guys out of most women's intriguing thing, if that makes any sense. So you gotta have a response for at least the car thing. I'm not saying the house thing, because a chick will sleep with you anywhere. I'm not even gonna hold you. So even if you live in your mom's shit, whatever, a chick will pull up and get fucked. But the car thing might be more of a, especially if she don't got a car. But to be honest, that shouldn't matter, because if she likes you, she should like you regardless. So, but you still might not want to answer questions that could make you look bad. Because I'm not saying lie about it. I'm saying have some game to where you can frame it in a way where it's like, okay, well, I'm working on this right now. Or, you know, for me, like I said, I'm really electric scooter, dirt bike connoisseur, so I really don't, I could put my bike on the front of a city bus. I could ride and get on the city. I got options. So use what you could use. Um, because when one woman don't like you or she makes that a big deal, a lot of women would never even care about it. But I'm just saying, sometimes the woman you really trying to get with is going to ask some of the questions. You got to be prepared, and don't let them shits make you insecure, because if that happens, it's bad. So, like, you know, so that shit, I'm trying to tell you how to maneuver around that vehicle shit. About to go talk to some house so I can get some digits in my phone. I prefer you to do what you got to do online, but I really prefer you to do that shit in person, man, or on dating apps, because on dating apps it's already confirmed that y'all are there for that reason. But do what you got to do, bro. Learning game from a hobo who can't pronounce the word ask. We got a couple more bullet points, then we're gonna probably get out of here. I'm not gonna read all these shits, but we got a lot. I got about 50 of these shits, so we probably gonna read like 2 more and then save the rest, probably go live later or something. I don't know you, but I fuck with you, twin. Bet, hit that subscribe button, perfect. I fuck with you too, man. Lock in, lock in, lock in, let's win. Lock in for the win. Lock in for the win. So the next bullet point is don't turn every yellow flag into a red flag. That's something I had to learn. Like I told y'all with that chick, I was so close to cutting her off, but I just didn't. And sometimes it's better that you don't, because that chick really likes you. And so because she wants things to work so bad, she's gonna probably cut you off faster because she wants a man or she wants somebody, and she might be perceiving how you move as you playing games. You're not really playing games, y'all just on 2 different timelines. You move a little slower, she moves a little faster, or whatever. Sometimes I would be taking everything as a red flag, and I have no tolerance, so I would cut shit off fast. But you gotta know the difference when it's a yellow flag versus a red flag. That's very important. So you can notice something without immediately convicting someone. You know what I'm saying? That's important when it comes to dating. It's very fucking important. I actually want to talk about that later, highlight that shit. Because that shit has actually made me better with women. Because, see, the word simp makes you feel like you gotta be tough. You're like, I don't want to be a simp, so I gotta be cold as ice. And it's like, you kind of do gotta be cold as ice, but when you're talking, not every woman is the same, and not every woman is even coming at you that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of women is just used to dealing with young niggas or suckers or somebody who is just not even being themselves at all. And so they coming at you crazy, but they don't understand that what they're doing is almost a red flag. Like, the woman can't see that how I'm moving is almost a red flag, but it's a yellow flag. So what you need to do, because damn sure not a green flag, but what you need to do is ask yourself certain questions. Like, if you know 25 and she's still young or something, you can't just look at her as she should know that her blind spots, if that makes sense. Like she might want your attention, so she crashing out for your attention. That's good, but that's a good thing. So it's a yellow flag, it's not a red flag. So a lot of guys that cut that woman off, and the women you should cut off is the women that don't want you at all. But the ones that want you, sometimes they're gonna act funny because women are funny acting creatures in general. So you gotta understand women psychology, female psychology, so that you don't panic and deem everything a red flag. Because you're gonna be doing that on a month-to-month basis if you don't learn this ism. I'm telling you, you gotta have a little bit of patience. Like, if you had a daughter, like, You can't just crash. You can't just cut somebody off. That's not game. You gotta understand a lot of people are not, they're lost. Where where there's a will, there's a way. What the hell are you talking about, man? I'm telling you. Hold on, let me see. So you had to learn that because some women are going to be angels. No woman's perfect, but some are going to come off as angels, and it's going to make you think women that play a little bit of games, you need to cut all of them off. You don't need to do that all the time. Let the woman cut you off. Let the woman stop texting you. If she's talking to you, but she's being a little bit like weary at first, that's still not, it's a yellow flag. It's not a red flag yet. It's a yellow flag. So still talk to her, still text her, and when she get out of line, check her fucking ass. But I don't think every guy could do that, and that's why Prince is like, yo, I gotta go build up the women I'm texting and shit. Cause you gotta kind of have some leverage, and you gotta be heavy. You gotta be kind of like have some weight to it. Cause you could either be like you don't want to be like, again, man, I can't even explain this shit. I couldn't explain it, but I don't want to say the wrong thing. So we're going to keep pushing on past that shit, man. Next bullet point is women aren't puzzles you have to solve. So sometimes you just observe behavior and let the answer reveal itself. I don't know. Let's go to the next one. 3 things women do when they're attracted to you, especially the importance of how she participates, not merely whether she responds. So participation is everything, not responses. So like I just met a chick like yesterday or the day before yesterday on Facebook, and I told her to text me. She texted me. We talked. She told me the town she live in. The conversation going good. Whatever. And the date is almost set. But again, when you meet a chick, you know, shit could go fast or it could go slow. Timing is important because when you text a woman, she could be moving slow, or and when I say moving slow, not in a I'm wasting his time, but in a I'm at work right now, but I'm texting you, but I'm at work right now type of way. Or you could be I'm filming right now. I'm about to go outside and approach women later, but I'm texting her periodically throughout the day. 2 people, just because they're texting doesn't mean that things are gonna go where you're trying to get it to go. Because y'all have to literally sync up and be on the same time. Or that shit gonna feel like, you know, it's gonna feel some type of way. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying or not. Because at this point, I'm just talking to myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's only one person. Look, I should start the video over. Okay, Crimson here. I gotta pay my phone bill, man. We drinking soda today. We not even drinking no coffee today. All I was trying to say is that a woman could participate with you by texting you back. That's usually an indicator of interest. But I mean, she could respond, but participation, those two things could be happening, but if you as the man don't have a plan, I think that's the biggest. If you don't have a real plan and your plans are not fully described to yourself, you got to literally know exactly how you're gonna link up with her, when you want to link up, every little detail. Otherwise, you're gonna just wait for her, and it's gonna be bad. And never wait for a woman. Why she replied isn't the same as she's attracted. We could go in on that one too if we wanted to, but y'all should already know that just because a woman replies to you, it isn't the same thing as she's attracted. Most guys don't know that, but we'll talk about that later. Yeah, I think that's the biggest actually the biggest point in this video. You can actually tell if a chick feels you within the first couple of weeks. How? How you doing? How can you do that though? The dangers of trying too hard to keep a woman interested. Keep a woman interested. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? You can hear me? I bet. Damn, I don't know if y'all heard the point about serendipity that I was saying. Word serendipity. Do y'all know what that word is? The word serendipity has. Once I figured out that word, and I only figured that word out like 3 days ago, it summed up why my dating life was so like fucked. I figured it out through serendipity, through the idea of serendipity, which just means fate or like luck or like fate. The idea that most guys they fuck up and want to get women in this serendipitous way. Smell like mad weed in here, man. Should I start the lie over, man? Serendipity versus agency. Recognize fortunate circumstances without surrendering your ability to make decisions. The dating game is partly about access. Having more opportunities changes how emotionally dependent you become on any one interaction. Access doesn't mean chasing everybody. It means having enough social movement that one person doesn't control your emotional weather. Let me repeat that. Having enough social movement. Most people, I don't even think they conceive of that concept. Social movement. I'm gonna keep it a buck here. That shit. I'm like, wait, what? I'm trying to end this poll. Here we go. Man, it's 5:30. That's another thing. Rest is very important, man. That shit more important than getting some ass too, man. I want to start the live over, but I'm like, it might not be sound right now. I might have to take a little break and come back later. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I gotta pay my cell phone bill too. No cap. I charge my phone. I gotta do a couple things. So I might as well call it. Call it how I see it, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I would have played Riot in chess if he was in here. I don't know where Riot at. If I challenge, if I challenge him on his phone or not. I'm challenging him right now. I should be on YouTube Live since I see girls on TikTok Live. I promise you. That's how they really get it really rocking. Like they get this shit jumping. Paul. Cause they be on that shit forever and ever and ever. on TikTok, I see this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. Nah, he not in probably. Let me just man, cause I really feel like I should never cut the camera off again. Let me see. Make your next move your best move. Yeah, I'm gonna start over.